What's the stupidest thing you've ever witnessed? I was at a hardware store, and two guys were tying a sheet of plywood to the roof of a car. One would toss the rope into the driver's window, and the other would grab it off the passenger seat and toss it over the plywood. They did the same with the back seat windows, and then fasten the back edge to the rear bumper. I was watching and laughing, and they were getting annoyed, until they tried to enter the car and realized that they had tied the doors shut. While driving, I saw this lady wanted to take a left turn out of a parking lot. The road had a low concrete curb which is maybe 4 feet wide in the middle of the road. It wasn't some hidden fact. She was almost certainly staring right at the median. It all happened in about 10 seconds. I see her with her left blinker on as I drive up on her. I go, no. She is fucking not in disbelief. She cuts me off and proceeds to drive right over the median in her minivan. A woman on the cruise I was on last week, just before being blindfolded for a game show she was a contest in, asked should I leave my glasses on. The host said it's up to you. How if you're going to be blindfolded? Do you really need your glasses? Finally, the rest of the audience and the host caught on to how silly her question was and everyone laughed, including her. I once had a customer look me, a pet store employee who's relatively intelligent, dead in the eye and tell me that betta fish don't eat food. They get everything they need from breathing air around them. All because I asked her if she needed betta fish food that happened to be right under said betta fish display. Thank the Lord that I eventually convinced her that the food was needed. I was coming out of a convenience store and a woman pulled into a parking spot for it and ran into the barriers. I started to walk behind her to get to my car. My friend grabbed my arm and said, "Wait, she's not done." Sure enough, she put it in reverse and did the same thing and slammed into the barriers a second time. Circa 2004. Taking a train between NYC and Buffalo, I overheard a conversation between some of the other passengers. One of them mentioned they were taking the train all the way to Toronto, to which a girl in a Cornell sweater responded, "You can't take a train to Canada, it's like across the ocean or something." I work in a grocery store. We were slammed and one of the cashier's scan guns stopped working. For some reason, I tried scanning the order with a gun from another register. The cashier looked at me and said, "Yo, TF you doing? That's not my register." Never felt dumber. A woman looking for Panasonic and only Panasonic AA batteries for her Panasonic alarm clock, refusing any other brands. I even tried to explain to her. Hell, I said, "Trust me, I'm an engineer even if I'm not." She left without batteries. I put my coffee maker on a gas stove. I don't use stove that much, so why not just use the space? When my sister came to visit me, she thought the coffee maker uses gas to heat it up. It was glass and plastics. The one I remember most was freshman year of college in a Mexican history course. Some person asked if Catholics are Christian. Keep in mind I went to Catholic school, and that wasn't the South. Pulled up next to a woman driving with her high beams on. I put down the window and told her. Not only did she not know how to turn them off, she was generally unaware of what they were. Neighbor kid offered to do our lawn, so I got the mower out for him. He thought a self-propelled mower meant self-mowing, so he just aimed it and let it go. 2 guys, 1 broken down car, 1 good car, and 100 bungee cords at a stoplight. It didn't go well for the bungee cords, but I still laugh about the incident. My roommate's dad sent him out to the track to get a left-handed screwdriver, and he came back with one and started using it, saying it worked better. I saw a woman ditch her stroller with the child inside because a bee was flying nearby. She pushed the stroller toward the bee and ran away. My ex-husband complained to me that I never fixed the bed. I told him he's still sleeping in it when I go to work. Weekends he sleeps in. 1 January. One of my co-workers asked, "When does March Madness start?" I looked him right in the eye and said, "In March ... The 2020 presidential election in the US. It just barely beat out the 2016 one. and it is about to be surpassed by the 2024 one. It was me, and I asked my dad when the 4th of July was. I've never seen him look so disappointed before or since. My idiot cousin trying to put out a grease fire on the stove with water. My aunt got a new kitchen at year LOL. Someone running a red light and smashing into a cop. It was a substantial wreck and the cop was so pissed. Early 2021. Man in line to board a flight in Denver took his mask off to sneeze and then put it back on. I'm a retail worker. I see stupid things every day. And still amazed when I thought I saw everything. I can shoot with my left hand. I can shoot with my right hand. I'm amphibious. I saw a guy walk into a helicopter tail rotor. So dumb he lived. The rise of MAGA. It's weaponized stupidity in a national scale.